Thank you for joining me. My name is Michelle, and I'm a personal trainer and yoga teacher in the Boston area. In this video, I'm going to share with you a short little workout focused on your core and your glutes. I like to nickname this guts and butts. It's going to be a short little workout that you can add to warm at the beginning of your workout to warm up or as a cool down. There's little stretches in between because as a yoga teacher, I always find it's nice to, give thanks to your body for the hard work it does. And all you'll need for this workout is a little towel. So just a medium towel, roll it up, clear yourself a space, and let's get started. As you come onto your back, try to let your head rest comfortably. Sometimes I gotta move my ponytail out of the way. All right, and then we'll go ahead, we'll draw those knees into your chest. You can take one hand on each knee and just massage that low back and rock a little side to side. Just begin to connect with your breath and bring your awareness into your body. This could be a nice short meditation. Just a nice way to connect inward. Nice, and we're releasing. As you release that tension, you can slow the rocking down. And we'll hug the right knee in towards your chest and extend your left leg out nice and long. All right, you can lower the leg all the way to the floor and flex your ankle, lifting your toes up towards the sky. Keep hugging your right knee in towards your right shoulder. And then extend your left arm all the way towards the back of the room. So you feel that whole left side of your body getting nice and long. And take a deep breath in. That always feels good. All right, now go ahead, bring the hand back to your shin. And now we're going to go ahead and slowly curl your head up off the floor, getting the head and shoulders. Chin is slightly tucked. And then lift your leg up, holding it out at an angle, about a 45-degree angle. Pull your low back to the floor and check your belly. Make sure your belly is pulling back. You don't want to see it pushing forward. Now slide your hands towards the front of your right thigh. Press your hands into the thigh. Squeeze the thigh back and find that resistance. You should be shaking and vibrating a little bit here. Right? Keep pulling that belly back towards the spine. And then we're going to explore lifting and lowering your leg. Maintaining that nice even pressure. Chin slightly tucked. Look down towards your belly. We'll do 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, hug your knee, lower your head. You can start to draw that left knee in. We're going to switch to the other side. Taking both hands to interlace over the left shin. Extend that right leg out nice and long. Really flex your ankle and spread your toes. Imagine you're standing on that right foot. So really push out through your right heel. Extend that right arm and feel that whole right side of your body getting nice and long. And just feel your back on the floor. Notice your right hip and your left hip. Try to see if you can bring them evenly to the floor. Now hug your belly and let's return the hand to the top of the knee. Slowly lift the head and shoulder up, tuck the chin down, and lift your right leg. Keep reaching out through the heel. Pull the belly in nice and tight. Slide your hands to the front of the thigh. Create that pressure. No rush here. Pull your belly in tight, and now we'll lift and lower. Nice, even pace. I don't want you to rush here. Maybe see if you can connect with that breath. Inhaling as you lift, exhaling as you lower. Look down at your belly. Last 5, 4, nice and controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Now hug that right knee back and you can lower your head and shoulders down. And now we're going to draw the inseam of the feet together. Where the big toe and the heel kind of hug in. The knees open a little bit wider towards a diamond shape. And then I want you to shift your knees so your knees are right over your hips. Pull that low belly in, thinking of pulling that navel to the spine. Reach your hands through your legs. Curl your head and shoulders up off the floor. And I'm going to do just little pulses here. Like you're reaching through that space between your legs. You keep pulling that low belly in and down, and you're going to start to feel that upper rectus abdominis fire up. Keep squeezing your feet together. Slight curl of the tail up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the head and shoulders. Keep the legs just the way they are, just giving the head and shoulders a moment to rest. And now we're going to reach the arms through. Again, lift the head and shoulders up off the floor. And now I want you to focus on the lower body, curling the tail and the hips up off the floor. You have to use a little bit of momentum, but try to keep that squeezing of the feet so you feel the legs working here. Whew, I even feel my quads. Whew. Keep breathing. You can use that breath as you exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Let's do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, feeling those guts. Go ahead and lower your head, your feet down to the floor, feet hip width apart, lining your knees right up over your heel. Reach your fingers towards your ankles, like you're grabbing for the front of your shins, and curl the head and shoulder up. Again, chin towards the chest, pull the belly in, and a very slight tilt of the tail up. At the same time, lengthen down through the spine and start to reach. Try to tap the front of the shin. Can you bring your fingertips maybe even towards that shin bone? Whew. Feeling the abs yet? You can feel more of those outer obliques. You gotta hit all the muscles of the core. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. All right, we're gonna bring our arms back down by your sides, and now bend the elbows so that your arms are at a 90-degree angle and the palms face towards one another as if you're holding a yoga block between your hands. Now pressing down through your heels, lift the toes, and now lift your hips up. I'm trying to imagine you're gonna bring those hips right between your hands and just do your best. Hug your knees in so they line up right over your heels, and now we'll do a little lower and a little lift. So we're not going all the way to the floor. We're staying in that middle zone. Right, now you start to feel the glutes. This works the glutes, the hamstrings, and a lot of the great muscles along the back of our body. Now remember, use those elbows to press down. Press those shoulders down towards the floor. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the hips, I want you to hold your hips here. Hug those knees and line them right up over your heels, and we'll do a little pulse. A little up and a little down, just a teeny tiny squeeze for 3, 2, and 1. All right, lower it all the way down. Coming back, we're going to go through those exercises one more time. I'll guide you through it. Hug your right knee in towards your chest and extend your left leg nice and long. This time we're going to go right into the core work, lifting your head and shoulders up off of the floor. Lift the leg up off the floor, pull the navel to the spine. Slide your hands to the front of your thighs and push. Push your hand into the thighs and squeeze the thigh back towards your hands. Feel the body shake. We'll add that lift and lower. Lift and lower. Nice and easy. Don't rush it. And as you flex the ankle, you'll feel the muscles, the quads even fire up. Last 3, 2, stay with me. Lift the chest, pull that belly in. Last 1. Whew. Pull the knee in. We're going to switch second side. Hug that left knee. Extend your right leg out. All right, reach it long. Now curl the head and shoulders up off the floor. One step at a time, you lift that right leg to hover up. Shift the hands to the front of the thighs. Push. Connect with your breath. Connect with the core pulling in and back. Now we'll lift and lower. Don't rush it. Don't forget to push. Feel all the muscles fire in your body. Tuck the chin in. Look down towards your belly. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Hug your knee in toward your chest. Release your head to the floor. Right, second round. You can feel when we work those muscles again, they're starting to get a little bit more fatigued this round, right? That's a good thing. So now, soles of the feet, those inner seams of the feet together, squeeze them together, knees over your hips, lift the head and shoulders, reach through the legs, chin to chest, and little pulse. So staying in that high range, and a little up and a little down. Try to relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Sometimes that's where we feel the tension when we do this kind of work. Keep squeezing the feet for the last 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, keeping those knees lifted. This just takes a moment off the neck and the shoulders. We're going to re-lift the head and shoulders up, reach through those legs, and now that low body moves as you lift the hips up. Right, you could do this with your head and shoulders on the ground. However, it's actually harder. Believe it or not. Try to see, can you get that tail up? Bringing those knees like you're bringing your knees up to kiss your shoulders. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your feet to the floor. Head and shoulders return to the floor. Ready for bridge pose. Set yourself up, knees over heels. Option for this second round, you can take it up a notch if you like by doing a one-legged bridge. So we'll start with the right leg. Your knee could come in towards your chest. You could hold the knee if you like. And some of you might enjoy just straightening the leg. Do what feels best for your body and where you can maintain a sense of levelness throughout the pelvis. We're going to do 10 on each side. So again, starting with that right leg, when you're ready, press down through the elbows, press down through that left foot, and lift and lower. Try not to let the hips twist. Ready? We got 5 more on this side. 4. Try not to lower all the way. Stay in that high range. 2, and last one, push, release, second side. Or again, just continuing 10 more with both feet on the floor, your choice. Do what's right for you. When you're ready, press down through those heels, lift the hips, a little lift, a little lower. Keep pressing down through that right foot. Make sure you're not rocking your knee out to the side. Press down through the big toe mound and the heel. Focus on those hips. And now we're almost done. Last 3, 2, and 1. Feeling that whole body work together, right? Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to bring the knees towards the chest and taking the hands behind the legs, start to kick the legs and rock and roll. Rounding your spine, chin slightly tucking in. Try to slow down momentum. How slow can you go? And try to see, can you balance on your sitting bones? We'll stay here on our sitting bones, sitting up nice and tall. Try to relax the shoulders. Lift the chest up nice and proud. Option to let go of those legs. Just hold it here. You got it. Holding. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles. Rock forward towards your hands and knees. I'll walk my way back. And now here you're going to need that towel that you got yourself set up with. All right, we're going to start with that towel in your right leg. Just turn around here so you can see I'm going to tuck it right behind my knee, which means I'm really going to have to squeeze it. And when I squeeze this is going to make me activate my hamstrings and my glutes. These are some of the most underactive muscles for quite often for most of us, right? So it's good to focus on the glutes. It's not just about, a nice round butt, but really about creating strength in your back. So now we're going to lift the leg up, right? You got that nice 90-degree angle. Knee is about hip height and your back is flat and you're pulling your belly in tight. So the core work stays with you the whole way. We're going to lower the knee down and then pull it back up. All right, so let's do that nice and steady. Try not to rock around. And now swaying the back again. Remember, the back is flat. You're pulling your belly towards your spine, pulling your ribs up and in. And you can feel the Abdominal muscles have already fired up. All right, can you feel those hamstrings? We don't always feel those in a lot of exercises. You're going to feel them now. Let's go ahead and lift and hold it up here. All right, now this is the tricky part. If you need to let go of the roll, you can. I want you to see, can you bring your knee towards the side? So your knee is maybe about hip height, or maybe it's a little bit lower down here. You want to stay within your range of movement. We're going to lower the knee down and up, down and up. Stay with me. Hug that low belly in nice and tight. Squeeze that towel. Nice. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. You're going to lower your left elbow down to the floor, and you can hold on to your right wrist. Keep that nice lift, and now lower it down. Lift it up, lower it down. Ooh, you feeling that left hip, that outer left hip is burning like you know what. Stay with it 3 more times. Ooh, last one. All right, you can lower your knee down. Let go of that towel, right? You're like, thank you, Michelle. We'll bring both of your elbows towards the floor. Step your feet back so you come into this plank. Lift your gaze out in front of you and push the floor away. Now feel all the muscles hugging into the bone as you push the floor away with your elbows, rounding in your upper back, and feel the pectoral muscles fire up. Push, push down to lift up. Now bring that awareness down to your feet. Shift your heels over to the left and reach your right arm up towards the sky. Woo, keep reaching that right arm up. Press down through your feet. Option to lower your bottom knee to the ground if you need to. Now from here, wherever you are, you're going to lift and lower. Just a little lift. Yeah, so feel that left waistline hugging in. Whew, to do that work. You got it? Stay with me for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring it down to your plank. Lower your knees down towards the ground. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Give the hips a little wiggle. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. And let's get ready for the second side. I got some good hip stretches for you at the end. I promise. There's that reward. Because we're going to get that left side. So bringing your blanket right, or your towel right behind that left knee. Right? And really have to pull your foot into it. Lift the knee to hip height. Hands underneath your shoulders. And now we're going to lift and lower. Even though we're not standing, you're feeling a lot of this great work down into your legs. Right? Deep down into that core. And again, you're getting that nice hamstring workout here. This again strengthens those muscles in your back. Right? It's all connected. You can give me 2 more here. All right? Keeping your back nice and flat, keeping your core tight. We go to the side. So lift it up and lower it down. Now only lift your left knee as high as you can without tipping over towards the right. And that really means keeping your shoulders centered over your wrist. You're going to feel the body pull, but you're trying to keep it centered. All right, last one. We're going to lift the knee up. We're going to lower the right elbow down. You grab for the left wrist. And now we're going to, again, lower and lift. Lower and lift. It just gets you through just a few more. Woo, pull that core in nice and tight. Start to feel that right side body wrapping in. 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knee down. Get rid of the towel. Both elbows to the floor under your shoulders. Interlace your hands and step your feet back, coming into that plank. Option to lower to your knees. Get your shoulders over your wrist. And I want you to bring your awareness to the legs, because we always think of the upper body here. Am I going to be able to hold my weight in my arms? Really think of your legs. Squeeze those legs nice and tight. Lift the kneecaps up and hug the quads up and in towards the femur bones. Squeeze your glutes nice and tight. Ooh, feel those hamstrings. Low belly pulls in. You ready? That's a good long hold. We're going to go ahead and turn our heels over towards the right and lift your left arm up. I had to think of what side I was on here. Lifting that waist, we're gonna lift and lower, lift, lift, push the elbow down, right? Feel that nice work up through that right shoulder for 3, 2, and 1. Return the elbow down to the floor. Return the knees to the floor and sit your hips back, child's pose. A little wiggle side to side. You feel into those hips here? Let's do a little hip release. You're going to take your hands a little wider, spread your fingers wide, and come forward, bringing your shoulders towards your wrist. And now we're going to let the hips go over towards the left, back towards our heels, over to the right, coming forward. So it's like you're making a big circle with the hips. Right? We can feel now, the hips, the glutes. Right? The glute muscles are the butt muscles that support the structure of the hips, all the joints around the hips. So it's really good to keep those hips nice and stable, nice and strong. Okay, let's reverse the circle in the other direction. Feeling nice and warm. I'm going to be giving you some options for this next stretch. So do what's best for your hips, because everybody's hips are different, okay? So we're going to go ahead, we're going to bring your right knee towards your right elbow. So option 1 could be a hurdler stretch, where you bend the back knee and your right shin is parallel to the front. If you want to go a little deeper, you might come into more of a pigeon pose, right? Or you can come onto your back and thread the needle if you know that works better for you and your hips. Right? If you're in that hurdler shape, just like I am here, you can lean forward till you feel that good sensation in your hips. Right? If your hips are really tight, maybe you're like, Michelle, this isn't good for me, right? So a good way to prop yourself up is to take that towel, comes in handy again, and put it underneath your right hip, your right butt cheek, basically. And that's going to help create a little bit more stability, filling that gap so we're not leaning into the front of this left hip and overstretching some of those muscles and rather those ligaments and tendons that we don't want to overstretch. A couple of deep breaths here. Just really connect with the breath, feeling them come in and out. And then as we come out, we're going to come out nice and slow. All right, you can bring your legs back. Let's go ahead and find a downward facing dog just to stretch out the hamstrings, the calf muscles, which we pumped up a little bit. Right, so reach the tail up and just pedal your heels. We'll get ready for the second side. You're going to bring your left knee towards your left wrist. Again, choose your options. You know, if the hurdler shape is better, pigeon, or again, on your back. Now, on this left side, I'm going to fill that gap up underneath my hip, and I'm going to come forward. So if you're doing pigeon, if that's one that you're trying out here, and you're really tight in your hips, you want to bring your foot closer towards your pelvis, and then you come forward. As you get more flexible, your shin's going to come more parallel to the front of your mat, and you'll feel more of that deeper hip stretch. Take one more deep breath in and out, connecting inward, feeling the sensations in your body. It's always good to just take the time just to bring that awareness. It's for self-care, it's for self-love, right? Making sure that we stay healthy and happy, and slowly come out. And that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of the day or